It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Game number 3 of this new season between the Engineers and the Falcons. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Benji Easel, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're going to get a chance to look at a good veteran pitcher here. This guy's been around the block a few times, but one of the things he does, he still competes at a high level, and he's never stopped trying to learn how to be a good pitcher.
Standing in, Homer Webster. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off this afternoon, the second baseman, Homer Webster.
Here comes the first pitch. And now he'll try to bunt his way on to start the game. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Talk about being caught off guard. You won't see that but once a year. First pitch of the game, and he bunts for a knock, and now they have to deal with him on the base pass.
Into the box, Jalen Jones, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. Come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, Dero, that's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
And 0 now. Easel, a 6'4" right-hander. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Now the 3-0 offering. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
The 3-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Hamby will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting third, the right fielder, Chase McCreary.
Standing in, Chase McCreary, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. In for a strike, it's 1-1. He's ready, now the pitch. Pitch inside, the throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. Webster, the runner at second with 1 away. And it misses. 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
And it's fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. And he fouls this one off. Line to the right side. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he'll pull into second with one away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to hit it over the right fielder's head, one hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Standing in now, Fernando Sanchez. Fouled away. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. One count. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Now at the plate, Freddie Ordonez. He was hitless in the shutout last night. From the stretch, a ball and no strikes. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Ordonez is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Two-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves, only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Engineers are out on top, 1-0. Lamont Hayes starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now batting, Bart Flash. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Fielded cleanly, and that's the first out.
Batting second, the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Striding into the box, Bruce Sanders, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. The 1-0. Popped him up. And he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Jeffrey Bellamy. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here's the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Stepping into the box, DeAndre Davis. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
DeAndre Davis.
Here's the pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Today's contest is, of course, the finale of the series, and the home side has dominated so far. They've got the opportunity to complete the sweep with a win in this one.
This team going for the sweep is looking for some home cooking. It's always nice to win a series, but particularly nice when you can sweep a series at home.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Yeah, 3 straight balls to start the inning, and it's clear to me he just hasn't found his rhythm out there yet.
The 3-0 pitch is taken, strike 1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering where the heck was that pitch. I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Stepping in, Benny Gutierrez. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the belt, the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And there he goes towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. In time. Well, that was certainly worth another look with show track. He made that play look easy, but the sliding stop is anything but. Then he rifles the ball across the infield to complete the out. Just a great play all the way around. Next will be the designated hitter, Alex Morrison. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Ready with the 1-2. Hit softly on the ground to first. Reined in. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Batting ninth, the catcher, Harold Harmon.
So coming to the plate, Harold Harmon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
That evens it up 1-1. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And it's 1-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
From the stretch, the 1-2. On a line, that's a base hit. In to score, the runner from third.
Okay, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Roll. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Into the box now, Homer Webster. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The Falcons, who of course trailed by a couple of runs already, so they're going to have to work from behind to earn the sweep.
Sweeps aren't easy to do at this level, particularly with the competition being so stiff. They're down a couple of runs early, but there's a lot of baseball left, and the way they're playing right now, this game's far from over.
The 1-1 home. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom of the second. The Engineers are out in front here, 2-0. Last half of the second set to go, and next will be the power hitting catcher, John O'Neill.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Comes back with a fastball low, and that moves it to 3-1 now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a swing and a high drive to deep left field. This ball's going to get some help from the wind out there, and it's going to carry right out of here. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
The designated hitter.
At the plate, Steve Rice, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. One-0 count. Here it is. Hit well again down the right field line. And that is off the wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw won't get him. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. Now at the plate, Joel Sloan, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set and the pitch.
Ball in.
Here it comes, 1-0. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. 1-1. There's an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Ball 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or you just pitch around it?
As a look, now the pitch. There's ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Blake Hamby. And he'll be tasked with bringing home the potential tying and go-ahead runs, both of which are standing in scoring position. First offering on its way.
The pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Tight spot. Bases loaded, nobody out. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
One there. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
So digging in now, Rodney Myers. He's hitting .333 in the series, 2 for 6. He's set. Here it comes. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Comes set and the 0-1. Men on third with 2 down. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd, and we are tied 2-2. Into the box now, Jalen Jones, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch coming, here it is.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Finds the zone, strike 1. And that misses, 2-1.
Count 2-1.
Now the pitch. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
To the plate now, Chase McCrary. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. One out, nobody on. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is.
That's the ball.
And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's out number 2.
The first baseman, number 33, Fernando Sanchez.
Digging in now, Fernando Sanchez earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here it comes. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 3rd now, and coming forward the veteran outfielder Bart Flash. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball out toward right field. McCrary is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Ready now, Bruce Sanders. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, we used to have a saying right here. You would stride to the plate for this AV trying to chop wood. Not in today's game. You just want to get your bat plane on the same path of the ball. Can't continue to swing under those elevated heaters.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
So now to the plate, Jeffrey Bellamy, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here it comes, 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
This is on the ground over to first. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
At the plate now, John O'Neill. 0-1 the count. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fastball called for strike 2.
0-2.
Here it comes on 0-2. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch.
Count is 1-2.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of the game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
The 2-2.
Full count.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. The next 3-2. Left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. The runner scores from second.
Now batting.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. In now, Steve Rice, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Ready with the 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. First and second now, 1 man out. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the shortstop, Mason.
So stepping in, Mason Hain. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the third. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changeup too low, and it's 1-0.
Well, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Ready with the 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 men are on with 2 men out. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
When this thing left the bat, I thought it had 3-run homer written all over it. But it bounces off the wall, so only 1 run scores. And now a chance for his buddy to return the favor and bring in 1 or maybe 2.
Stepping in now, Joel Sloan, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Ready with the 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The count now at 2-2. Here's the 2-2. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of getting in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Here's the payoff pitch. In the air now, out to right field. McCrary is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 3 innings complete. The Sandlot is on top 4-2. Ready for another chance? Freddie Ordonez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And that's waved at and missed. 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
This is line to left. Sloan is there, and he has it for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Digging in, DeAndre Davis. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. First pitch coming. Here it is. We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
At the plate, Benny Gutierrez, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Blake Hamby. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a drive out to left center field. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws. To the plate now, Rodney Mize,
As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. This is swung on and popped up. Crossing into foul territory now behind third. Ordonez is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 8, Bart Black.
At the plate, Bart Flash. He flew out in his last at bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Changeup called strike 1. Looking at his career totals, Flash is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Comes set with the 0-1.
You know, it's great to be patient, make a pitcher work and all that stuff to try to get walks, but you have to be ready to hit. And that was a really hittable pitch, and now you've got to deal with an 0-2 count.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone-cold take.
Runner at second here with one man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in now, Bruce Sanders. Strike taken to throw, and he's safe.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball. 2 outs here with a runner at third. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. So a full count now.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit out towards second. And that's through, a base hit. And this will add on to their lead. It's now a 5-2 ball game.
Dan, you find yourself in trouble early, putting guys on base, but then you're able to wiggle out of it, get 2 quick outs. You think you're going to get your team off the field, and with 2 outs, you give up a run-scoring base hit.
You know what happens sometimes, Dero? You lose concentration. You find yourself in a tough spot. You get 2 outs. You think you're just almost out of it, and you lose concentration, and that might have been what happened in that case.
Jeffrey Bellamy is in for the 3rd time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. 2 out with the man at first. Two balls and no strikes.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Swing and a liner. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. And this throw gets away from him.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Into the box now, John O'Neill, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he lays off for ball 1.
1-0.
1-2.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks the zone or buries something in the dirt.
And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Swing and a miss got him reaching. And the throw to first ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. The Sandlot is out in front here, 5-2. Striding forward now is the DH, Alex Morrison. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Fouled off. The 1-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Sloan is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out.
The catcher, number 41, Harold Harmon.
Digging in to try it again, Harold Harmon. He reached on a single in his first try. Now here's the pitch. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Pitch on the way. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. There's a line drive, base hit to left field.
Hey, that was 8 straight up until that base hit right there. Let's see if the offense gets something rolling now.
Homer Webster.
So now to the plate, Homer Webster, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
batter, the shortstop, Jalen Jones.
In now, Jalen Jones, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw will be well laid as he reaches it first.
The right fielder, Phillips. Jake. Really?
At the plate now, Chase McCrary. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Late on that one as it's fouled off to the left side. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
Popped him up. Myers shading to his right, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Fernando Sanchez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. Flash is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Steve Rice.
The designated hitter, Steve.
From the stretch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Here comes the manager out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And he's going to motion for the bullpen as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Chris Boyer is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. To the plate now, Mason Payne, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. grounded to short. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
The back, the left fielder.
Stepping into the box, Joel Sloan. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
0-1.
One out and a runner on second base. A ball and a strike. Pop-up off toward the third base side. And he'll reach over to his right to make the play, and there's your second out.
The back, number 54.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Blake Hamby. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
2 out here and a runner at second. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And another foul ball. Hit to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Clay Williams takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Clay Williams.
Leading off the inning, Freddie Ordonez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Ordonez.
Set and the pitch. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And 2 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. The 2-2 doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at-bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
payoff pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
Into the box, DeAndre Davis. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
One pitch on its way. (5-2) is our score here in inning number 6. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Benny Gutierrez.
At the plate, Benny Gutierrez. Set. Here it comes. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Scooped up, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Alex Morrison.
So striding in, Alex Morrison. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Men on third with 2 down. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Digging in, the switch hitter, Rodney Myers. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Well, this isn't his more accomplished side. As a general rule, he's a much better hitter from the right side, but they're looking for him to come through here, swinging the bat left-handed.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and the next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Stepping up now, Bart Flash. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, listen, when you have a good sinker, you have to throw it, but he's going to have to get the ball much lower in the zone than that last one.
Yeah, from the offensive side, Dan, 2-seamer, pitcher, sinker, baller, what have you. You're looking for that thing to pop out above the belt, and that's exactly what happened right there. Miss middle.
Standing in now, Bruce Sanders. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. And there's 1 away.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the plate. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Stepping in, Jeffrey Bellamy. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way.
Oh, that's out.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. On the ground is short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Leading off the inning, Harold Harmon. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Harmon.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1.
Great job by the pitcher right there to pull the string. He knew he had an aggressive hitter at the plate, somebody who was sitting on fastball and ready to do damage. And he was able to slow him down right there and get him off balance.
Hit out towards second, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Into the box, Homer Webster, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Set. Here comes the 1-1. Pops this one up. Sanders in foul ground, but this will land untouched. The 1-2.
Oh, that's out.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup to see if he'd be out in front. Did a great job of laying off that pitch right there. Interested to see where he goes now.
2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Jalen Jones is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball two.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Now the 2-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Skied into straightaway right. Hamby is there, and he makes the catch for the out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Stepping up to the plate, Chase McCrary. And their runners at the corners now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that splitter again. He's looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly has enough depth on it to get him a ground ball.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back standing. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. He'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. The 1-1. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired.
For the traditional 7th inning,
Nick Nelson gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, and next will be the imposing power bat, John O'Neill. First pitch on its way. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he fouls this one off. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
At the plate, Steve Rice, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The 1-0. Runner goes for second. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly.
That very well could have been a hit-run play, but that pitch was so far out of the zone, it really made it hard for the hitter to make any contact. Kind of left his teammate hung out to dry.
Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Nelson is one of those guys that just seems to be at his best under pressure. Runners in scoring position, tight game, tough hitters at the plate. That's when he's at his best.
One of the keys, Matty V, to being a good reliever is being able to pitch out of trouble. Trouble that's created by the pitchers before you, or sometimes you even have some mess that you put on yourself. Hey, regardless if it's a mess that he's inherited or one that he's created for himself, this guy makes good pitches when the game's on the line.
The 3-1 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
The batter.
Digging in once again, Mason Hain. From the belt, the pitch. Fouled away. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2.
I got the count 0-2.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And now a slider in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone now.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Stepping in now, Joel Sloan, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Set to deliver the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready to deliver the 1-2, and the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Billy Gant is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Ready to begin the 8th, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Fernando Sanchez. From the stretch, and a ball 1-0. The Falcons are maintaining a slim lead in the late going of this series finale, so if they can wrap it up, they'll complete the series sweep.
Hey, Matt, what a great spot to be in. You're playing good baseball, you're going for the sweep, and you're leading by a few.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning, instead a foul ball. And even sweeter, of course, is getting that series sweep in your own ballpark in front of the home faithful. So we'll see if they can send these fans home happy.
No doubt about it. Fan base is excited. They are all out in full force, coming to the ballpark, hoping to witness a sweep, and it looks pretty good at this point.
Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. Breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the second time this afternoon. 5-2 our score as we get a look inside the numbers. It's our starter comparison for the 2 gentlemen that took the hill to start the ball game. Settling in now, Freddie Ordonez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Now the 2-1. It's taken for strike 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
You know, you don't always have to straight challenge a guy on a 3-2 count. With a 3-run lead, no one on base, this is the perfect situation to do it. No reason to nibble and possibly set up a big inning.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Freddie Ordonez is sent packing for the second out of the inning. Into the box now, DeAndre Davis, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that misses. 1-1. Come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone and fouled, though it had the home run distance. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes, and it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
To the plate now, Benny Gutierrez. And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out here and a runner at second. Got him. Couldn't connect on the slurve that time, and that'll end it. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Justin Bird is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Blake Hamby.
Number 54.
First delivery to him on the way.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
And he falls behind now, 2-0. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
2-1, here it is. This is line to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Now back, second baseman, Rodney Myers.
Ready for another shot now, Rodney Myers. Here's the first pitch to him. Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bases are empty, one man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Line toward right center. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those two at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get back in standing. And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Standing in now, Bart Flash. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball one. Here comes the 1-0.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. Runners on first with one down. Throw over to the bag. Runner back safely. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball.
And he wants that swing back. He'll be thinking about that all night. He crushed that ball. Just needs to stay back a little longer.
Lifted in the air to center. Gutierrez is there. 2 gone.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Now at the plate, Bruce Sanders. A couple of singles for him and 4 trips for him this afternoon. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over. And the runner back in standing. Now the 0-1. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. One and 2 now.
Count 1 and 2.
Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. It's now 6-2.
Well, that makes it a 4-run deficit, so you might have to start wondering if this is too much for them to come back. They've only been able to scratch across 2 runs the entire game so far, so coming up with 4 more in this one might be too tall of an order.
Into the box, Jeffrey Bellamy. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Now the 1-0.
Nope, that's the ball.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
The 2-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
The 2-1 home is in there for strike number 2. Misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Now on 3-2 as a pitcher, you've got to go with the pitch that you feel most comfortable throwing with.
Full count, here it comes. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Now batting, catcher, John.
So here's the cleanup hitter, John O'Neill. He'll look to keep it going, 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame. First delivery to him on the way. Now a changeup here to start things out, but that'll dip a bit too low, and it's 1-0. Big swing and a miss at the changeup, a ball and a strike. 2 down, runners at first and second. A slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
The 2-1 waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and swinging a pitch that bad, not good.
The 2-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
3-2 pitch. And he misses again, ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Zach Peterson answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Steve Rice will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. At the knees, strike 1.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Line drive, base hit to right. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Yeah, now they're looking at a 5-run deficit, and that doesn't bode very well for them, especially considering that they've only been able to scratch a couple of runs across the entire game. If this isn't the end, they can definitely see it from here.
At the plate, Mason Payne. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
Here's the first pitch to him.
0-1, no strike.
Here comes the 1-0. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 2-2 offering, and here's a sinker that had a little bit too much dart to it there as it just about came in and nailed him.
Pretty sure there wasn't any ill will behind that pitch, considering he has 2 strikes on. Just got away from him from what I could tell.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He spoils another one, and will do it again. Again, another foul ball. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. This side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Theo Rice comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Digging in, Alex Morrison. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Now the fastball was swung on and missed. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
The catcher, number 41, Harold Harmon.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Harold Harmon. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball one.
One out, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, another base hit, and hopefully not another stranded runner, Mark.
Yeah, I can't tell you how frustrating it is for the offensive team not to be able to pick their pitcher up. A lot of traffic on the board. Somebody's got to come through.
So now to the plate, Homer Webster, as he'll send a ground ball down to third, to second for one, on to first, and he rolls the double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
7-2 the final score this afternoon. The Sandlot led this game from the third inning on and never wavered. Benji Easel earns his first win of the season. Lamont Hayes was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team. 7 runs on 15 hits. No errors. They left 12 men on base. For the visitors, 2 runs, 9 hits. 1 error. They left 10 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 12 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.